Everyone in that place seemed silent. But not Do-won, he seems to be enjoying this game that's about to start. They both still seem surprised by Ju-young's decision, with its high risk. They also tried to read what was on Ju-young's mind at the moment. Yunho immediately started this card game, with the goal of matching the same card number. Then the game starts with Ju-young's turn. He started to open the card of his choice. He got the number 8 Tempeh card. And number 9 Red Love card. The number difference when Ju-young chose, and now it was Do-won's turn. He also got the number 9 Black Curly card. Ju-young was surprised by Do-won's second turn. It turned out, he easily got the number 9 Red Love card, and it was the same number. Do-won gets a card with the same number on his first turn. They assumed that was good luck for Do-won. Because of that, he got a second turn. In this second turn, Do-won gets a different card number. For Do-won this is not luck, he tries to arrange the cards in advance with the dealer, and playing game with his memory. There will be no physical evidence or fraud found, it's a very simple and complete scam. Sitting there quietly without knowing anything, and helplessly getting everything taken away. For him, the people trapped here are very pathetic. In the past his father was a hard worker. Because of this, little Do-won really likes his father who is a hard worker and makes a lot of money. He really respected his father hard worker at that time. A man with the most trustworthy back in the world. Day by day Do-won found out that his father did not work for the company. But he is a maniac gambler. He has been making money from gambling. Because of that, Do-won will not follow in his father's footsteps. That he was going to cheat in this game, it looked like he had gotten a card with the same number. Meanwhile Ju-young still hasn't gotten any cards with the same number. They think that this game has ended with Do-won winning. Suddenly Ju-young wanted to show something to Do-won. That this game was a scam, he immediately drew a card. It looks like both cards are the same. Both cards are queens. Finally Ju-young got the same card. When Ju-young gets another turn, he draws the same card again. When have the second turn to get the same card, then it is no longer a luck. They all looked confused, and how many cards did he match? Ju-young continued the turn, he didn't make any mistakes at all. Until the 14th card is drawn. Looks like he will finish this game soon. Here Do-won looks confused, because only he and the dealer were aware about the card placement. He looked at Yunho, that he was the dealer. The previous day, when Yunho finished the event, he saw a mess of paper there. He immediately took it and opened it. He knew that the paper belonged to Ju-young who had dropped it during yesterday's game. When Yunho opened it, it said behind the toilet. Turns out Ju-young called Yunho to be here. He immediately confirmed that there was a trick in their game. But he still denied that statement. Yunho also looked surprised when Ju-young told him the regular card was one with no markings. Ju-young can save Yunho now, as an offer. That currently Yunho is working at a gambling den to pay his debt to Do-won. With the same collateral in return for the money. Ju-young will pay back everything, on the condition that Yunho helps him. But Yunho still doesn't trust Ju-young, and what if something fails? Ju-young knows that Yunho has a large amount of debt, and that wouldn't be enough if Yunho was out of prison. Otherwise bad things will happen, and that's 1 week left. It looks like Yunho agrees, and what does Ju-young want to do? Just lying down and throwing the dice in front of everyone that watching. Then expose the truth of fraudulent gambling. Ju-young looks like he has finished the card game. Do-won who saw his action could only be silent and shocked. Ju-young also explained the method, namely memorizing the entire card layout by working with the dealer. Those who heard Ju-young's words wondered. The dealer, Yunho himself said, that all the games at Gambling Den were scams. All of them who heard this seemed silent. Yunho himself will reveal everything, the method of all games. When they heard the dealer's words, they immediately asked Do-won for responsibility. Do-won still seems to be avoiding this. That what Yunho said was just nonsense and it was not true. While Do-won was defending himself, suddenly an attack came his way. It turned out that Ju-young immediately hit Do-won hard on the table. He also talked about rules justification. At that time, if his gambling den is to be a scam, then they is free to do whatever wants to Do-won. That's what he said himself, and now his gambling den has been proven to be a scam. And now Ju-young will do something bad to Do-won. Do-won was surprised by that. That incident happened. Ju-young had smashed the table into Do-won. It seems like Do-won managed to escape from Ju-young's attack. But a sudden attack came towards Ju-young's face. It turned out, Do-won who had previously managed to dodge, and now he hit Ju-young hard until he bounced far away. He immediately approached Yunho who had betrayed him. Do-won will make Yunho pay for the betrayal he has due. He gripped his neck strongly. One of the dealers was seen taking away evidence. He also knew that one of the dealers was trying to get rid of evidence. Yunho couldn't do anything, and now he was in danger. Do-won immediately slammed Yunho hard down. He knew that someone was coming towards him. It turned out that Ju-young had gotten up, and immediately ran towards Do-won to punch him. Do-won used a cunning method. Just before Ju-young attacked, he threatened to use Yunho as a hostage. Not long after, he immediately jumped. When Ju-young tried to protect Yunho, Do-won suddenly kicked him hard. After knocking Ju-young away, Do-won immediately launched another punch. He continued to hit Ju-young brutally, forcing him into a corner. Those who saw this could only be silent and shocked. But it turns out that what Do-won did was Yunho. Suddenly, a sudden attack in the form of a kick was seen approaching Do-won from behind. Ju-young's hard kick managed to send Do-won flying far forward. He managed to launch a crushing kick and put him ahead. Do-won was lying on the floor, unable to move because he was hit by a strong kick. But he must still get up and fight. It turns out that danger is still approaching Ju-young. Do-won again launched his right punch hard. Ju-young easily managed to avoid Do-won's blow, and he immediately made a counterattack. He threw multiple punches at Do-won, leaving him cornered and motionless. It looks like he received quite a lot of damage, resulting in a lot of injuries. Until finally the final blow was received by Do-won soundly. Ju-young managed to land the final blow. However, Do-won's persistence made him survive. He managed to block Ju-young's hard blow with his face. Na-min doesn't believe that either. Suddenly he slammed his knee into Ju-young's stomach hard. He also received large damage as a result of the attack. When Ju-young was in pain, Do-won was seen immediately throwing his fist. Finally, a hard blow from Do-won succeeded in making Ju-young far away. He managed to survive Ju-young's attack, and now put himself ahead. Ju-young bounced into the car window and broke it. They thought Ju-young had lost this fight. Na-min thinks Ju-young seems to have lost this fight. Do-won explained to them that this was an incident often happened, so what happened was just a rumor. And they can resume activities as usual. But it seems like Ju-young still hasn't given up. He can still get up, and Ju-young still hasn't lost. Na-min who saw it was immediately shocked. Ju-young wants to continue the game again, because this game is not finished yet. Do-won doesn't understand Ju-young's words. Do-won seemed to look panicked and shocked when he saw Ju-young. Ju-young, with a face full of wounds, was still able to get up, and now he will continue the fight.